Hi guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to Solid Gold. Usually I do fish-related videos, mostly goldfish, but other types of fish as well. But since my cats have made so many appearances in many of my videos, hi Roger. Okay. Okay. Alright. Love you too. To Solid Gold, and we are joined by cats. Okay. No. It's not wrestle time. I thought it was only fair and only about time, really, that I started making some videos about them too. I have 3 cats that each need different specific diets. And that is nearly impossible to accomplish. For the longest time, I was setting out separate bowls and putting them away in the closet when the cats were done eating. And inevitably, I would always not catch it in time for a cat to be done eating, and one of the other cats would swoop in and steal some of the food, and it was just a hassle. It was not a good situation. For a long time, I've been wanting to get some of these microchip activated cat feeders, but they're expensive, and I never really felt like biting the bullet and doing it until now. I just got so fed up with playing musical food bowls with my cats. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys the unboxing of my 3 brand new SureFeed cat bowls, and I'm going to show you my cats' reactions and see how quickly they can learn to use these properly. These are available for sale on Amazon, and I'll put a link down in the description section below if you want to check them out for your own pets. It's like an automated food bowl, and it has a cover over it that keeps it closed all the time except for when your pet comes near it. And it's a microchip activated, so once you set it up to recognize the pet's microchip, it will only open the food tray for that specific pet. And you can actually add, like if you want 2 different cats to eat out of the same bowl, you can add multiple cats to the same bowl. I just happen to have 3 cats with 3 different diets, so I need a separate one for each of them. I had to get Sammy re-microchipped. He was microchipped years ago, but when I brought him to the vet about a year ago, they noticed that his microchip was not being picked up by the scanner, so they tried it with multiple different scanners and none of them picked up his microchip. So it had apparently stopped working, which supposedly is very, very rare that happens, but it happened to Sammy. And Grimm's playing in the box. It also comes with one of these ID tags, which you can put on your cat's collar if it doesn't have a microchip, and then this will work to open the dish instead of a microchip. Here's the little mat. Hi, Grimm. The big button here is the open and close, so that's your manual open and close so that you don't have to stick your cat's head through this opening if you want to open it to change the food in the bowl. Add a pet is this button. We'll figure out how that works. Training function is this button, and that is used to teach your pet to use the feeder. Each one of these takes 4 C-cell batteries. What's that, Grimm? Pressing the add a pet button. So now it opened. I'm gonna put Grimm's food in the dish and see if he'll check it out. I think it worked. Oh, there it goes. It's like, yep, that's my food. Why is it closing on me? Alright, it's not on the add a pet mode right now, so it shouldn't open for Roger, and it shouldn't learn his microchip either. It doesn't look like it's opening for Roger, but it did open for Grimm. Let's try to set up Roger's for his microchip now. I'm going to press the Add a Pet button, so that will open it, and keep it open until it registers a pet. It does say when your pet eats from the bowl and has been learned, the light will stop flashing and remain on. It's still flashing. Alright, he's done eating and he moved away, so the lid is supposed to be closing now. So I guess that means it could not pick up his microchip. I put it down here on the floor and I put it out of Add a Pet mode and then back into it, and I had Roger put his head through the sensor area again, and this time the light did stop flashing and it stayed on and it recognized him, and when he stopped sniffing the food and moved away, it closed. So now this one is programmed for Roger. Now we're going to program Sammy's. Put Sammy's food in there, and then I'm going to close it and press the button to add a pet. So now it's going to start flashing, and then once Sammy puts his head in there and starts eating through it, the light should remain on and not flash anymore. He's a little bit weirded out by it. He doesn't quite know what's happening. Right here, Sammy. There you go, good boy. Alright, his head isn't far enough in it because it's still flashing. Ooh, the light stayed on. Okay, it recognized his microchip. Good boy, Sammy. And now he moved far enough away that it decided to close. Good boy, Sammy. Is that kind of scary? Here are all three of their SureFeeders. And Roger just wants everyone else's food, don't you, Roger? It's not fair, is it? It's not fair. I'm gonna have them use them for a few days and report back on how they do with them. That one's not yours, Grip. I've had these microchip pet feeders for almost 2 weeks now, so it hasn't even been very long, and already Roger, Sammy, and Grim have all figured out how to use it. Roger was the quickest to learn. He is the most food motivated out of all of my cats. He learned to use it really quickly because food as a reward for Roger is really, really valuable to him. Whereas Grim, on the other hand, he is not food motivated at all, so he was the slowest to pick up on how to use these pet bowls. But one thing that I found helpful in teaching him to use it is I would take like 2 or 3 pieces of his kibble and put them on the mat in front of his bowl that opens and closes, so that he would kind of stick his head partially through the microchip reading ring to get those few pieces of kibble, and then when he did that, the flap would open and then he would go in all the way and start eating out of the bowl. One morning I woke up to a loud scratching noise, and I went out to the living room to find out what the noise was, and there was Roger scratching away at Sammy's bowl because he was so frustrated that he couldn't get into Sammy's food and he really wanted it. So I feel a little bit mean because all the other cats can see each other's food and smell it, but they can't get to it, and it's probably like really frustrating for them. But it also gives me, like, I feel mean saying this, but it gives me a sense of satisfaction, like, ha, I finally won. All in all, I really like these pet feeders. I do have a few ways that I think they could be improved. The bowls are made out of plastic, and I prefer stainless steel to feed my cats in because plastic can harbor bacteria, which can lead to feline acne. So I just prefer to use stainless steel whenever possible, but so far, right now anyways, these bowls are only made in plastic. So that's kind of a downside for me, but not enough of a downside to not use these, obviously. The other thing I really wish it had is a setting to increase and decrease the sensitivity, or I guess range, that the sensors see, so that I could make the sensors a little bit more sensitive, or make the range that they can see a little bit wider, so that my cats didn't have to get right up over the top of the food bowl just to be able to open it. The biggest pros of these SureFlap feeders is it's finally an easy way to control my cats' individual diets, and there's just really not a whole lot of good options for that right now. I also really like that the lid seals onto the bowl, keeping the food fresher longer. I really notice this now because the food bowls are right behind the couch, so anytime the cat comes up and starts eating, you can smell the food immediately because it's not sitting out in the open air all day getting stale. and losing its freshness. It's sealed in that bowl so it's more palatable to them. I think this is the first video that I've ever done on this channel where I just specifically focus and talk about my cats. So I want to know what you guys think. Did you like it? Do you want to see more videos about my cats in the future? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you didn't like this video, stay tuned for the next video because there's going to be more content about aquariums and fish care and fish keeping coming up very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, stay gold.